You better love me again. You better love me again.
Mark the chart paper into a card shape, okay, and then cut it. If anybody has a scissor, cut this paper into two more, okay? Because we require two more paper. This is a card. This is a card shape you just made. Okay. So this you have to take the paper as a card, as chart paper into a card shape. Cut it into a card shape. Then you have to take color. With the brush, you have to take the color. Okay, any color you take. Then put some water into it. Make it little thin. Mix the water into the color. Straw ta habani. Thin straw hele better. Anybody has thin straw? This straw is thick, no, it will not blow properly. Then take the color, one drop of color. Put a bigger drop of color. If you take little thick brush, then you can put more color. Then after that, you have to take the straw, put it like this. Put the color. You can put one color, two color, three colors, and turn the paper and make some flowers by just blowing the color. Okay. So this is the way you have to do. You can take two more colors, three more colors, depending on whatever color you want. Okay, or whatever the design you want. Accordingly, you have to blow in different directions, and with that also you have to change the position of the paper. Okay, so that you have to. This is blow painting. Okay, So now for blow painting, what are the steps? Cutting the chart paper, first thing. Second is mixing the color, taking the drop of color, then blowing. Okay. So these are the three steps of the activities. And when you are doing this activity, the main function of this activity is to blow. Okay. So therefore, blowing is one of the functions need to be done here. So the therapeutic value of this activity is improving your vital capacity as well as improving the muscles of the face. Okay. So any patient, those who are having, there is a tendency that the vital capacity is going to decrease day by day because of the pathology of the disease, like for example a muscular dystrophy. So in those cases, the intercostal muscles are going to be degenerated slowly. And when the intercostal muscles are going to be degenerated, their lung expansion is going to decrease. Because of that, the vital capacity is going to decrease. So to maintain that, they need to do breathing exercises. So when they are doing the breathing exercises, to motivate them to do the breathing exercises, it can give some of the activities. So this blowing activities can be given to the children. This activity also can be given to the children, those who are having problem in oromusculature, okay, or the muscles of face. So if there is a nerve injury, the peripheral nerve injury or facial nerve is affected, or if there is a damage to the brain where there is a chance that the facial nerve will be affected, like for example stroke. So in stroke, their facial nerve is getting affected, so therefore their faces usually get deviated, and that also leads to difficulties in feeding. So your aim is to improve the muscles power of the face. So therefore that also, this activity also can be given. Okay. Second, the children, those who are having problem in muscle tone, and because of that they are unable to speak, means they are able to understand but they are unable to speak, because for speaking you require your jaw movements, lip movements, tongue movements. So if those lip movements, jaw movements and tongue movements are not there, then the child will not speak. So if the muscle tone is very low, in those cases also you tell the patient to do the blowing activities. Okay. This blowing activities is having a greater grade of blowing activities. Blowing, when you say a child to blow different other object, like for example candle blowing, blowing bubbles, blowing thermocols, blowing a balloon. So these are also other activities. But this blowing activities is, if you consider all of these blowing activities, this blowing painting, blow painting, this activities is much higher grade. A child who is not able to blow a candle cannot able to do this. Okay. So this, when you are trying to give this activity, you have to see to it that for performing this activity, what is the minimum capacity is required, and whether the person has that minimum capacity or not. If he has, then you give this activity, then you structure the activity or adapt the activity to enhance or to grade the activity to enhance more and more. Okay. But the minimum amount what is required, the minimum capacity what is required to carry out this activity, the person should have that. It is not that for anybody who is having a muscle tone low, you can give this. If you cannot initiate this activity, then the child will not be able to do. So you can start up with some other small grade or less complex activities. You can give a simple activities, then you can further go into higher level. Okay. So for doing this activity, the person should have minimum of muscle power too. Okay. Of oral muscles. Okay. As well as cheek muscles. Okay. Now you have to read up what are the oral muscles, what are the cheek muscles. So when you are writing your activity analysis, you have to see when you are doing blowing, this blowing when you are doing, which muscle is contracting. At the lips, what muscle? At the cheek, which muscles? Okay. And because these muscles are the facial muscles, so this need to work not against gravity, it is all gravity eliminated. Okay, so because it is in a gravity eliminated, so that's why the muscle power is minimum 2. It is required. Okay, so if the child is having that much of muscle power, then only it can do this. Okay, so the first therapeutic value is increase vital capacity and improve the muscles of face, especially cheek muscles and the lip muscles. Okay. Second therapeutic value is to enhance eye-hand coordination. So when you are blowing, you cannot blow, you should not blow on only one particular point. You need to also see, when you are blowing, you need to also see that where the color is spreading. And then you have to put your straw, direct your straw in that direction so that the color will again spread. From the center, once you have spread, then you have to move your direction. So you have to see where direction it is, where in which direction the color is spreading, and based on that you have to blow. So that's why you need eye-hand coordinations. Okay. So one more therapeutic value also will be to enhance eye-hand coordinations. Okay. So this is more of musculoskeletal, and when you come into consideration about the cognitive aspect, the child should have better attention, concentration and organization ability. You need to, whoever is doing this activity need to be attentive to see which direction it is going, and he has to constantly look at it and do it. Okay. So therefore attention, concentration is required, and organization ability. Suppose I am blowing here and the color is spreading in one direction. If it is spreading in that direction, I will go on spreading in this direction, will only make a line. It will not make a flower. Okay. So you need to organize that, how to change the position of the card and position of your straws so that you can make a beautiful flower. If you move it in one direction, it will be still light. So for that you require organization ability. So that is one of the cognitive components which also can be enhanced by providing this activity. The patient, those who do not have organization ability, especially psychiatric patients, so they do not have organization ability. To enhance their organization ability, you can also give such activities like a blow painting. Okay. So this is therapeutic value. Next is gradation. When you are grading the activity, if you have to improve your muscles, then in that case, and vital capacity. In that case, the color what you are using should be start with the thin color, then go into a thick color. So that in thin color it is easy to do. You can blow easily, and if you increase the thickness, then the resistance of the color is increasing. So you need more power to blow it. So that's how you can grade the activities by changing the density of the color so that you can put how much force. Okay. Second is to improve eye-hand coordinations. You can make a simple only one drop of color, or if you want to enhance more, you can put 2-3 colors, jumble it, make it a cocktail, and then do it. Okay. So that way also you can do. So that is eye-hand coordination. Organization ability, if you want, then you can start with a small paper, then you can make it a bigger paper, so that the person need to understand how he has to move the easy to handle a small paper, and you require more judgment, organization to handle a bigger paper. So that's how you can grade the activity. Okay. For doing this activity, the person need to sit and should have a better sitting tolerance, and also should have a good frustration tolerance, because when you do this activity, when you are blowing, suppose you are blowing in one direction and you are thinking that color will go in this direction, it will go in other direction. Okay, so when it goes in other direction, you should have the organization ability to change the position and then do it. Okay, so especially you will see the psychiatric patient, they do not have organization ability, and those who are having low frustration tolerance, when they were blowing, it will go in one direction, they'll go on blowing in that direction only, because they do not have organization ability. You have to guide them. So if they are going on but they want you to go in other direction, the therapist who has instructed, they would have said you should spread in all the direction. So if he is not able to do that and having a low frustration tolerance, he will not be able to carry out this activity. He will throw it off and go off. So that's in those cases, the person need to have a frustration tolerance because and organization ability. So to enhance frustration tolerance, also you can give this activity. Start with a very small design and say that you have to make like this, and then go on increasing the design so that he can do in a bit. And you will also give a thin color. Don't give thick color. Okay, so this is the therapeutic value and gradation of the activity. You can do to improve the vital capacity, to improve the power, to improve eye and coordination, to improve organization and precision.